Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing today? Good morning, Nep. Nep said he walks in like an archbishop looking to speak to the chaplain. Nigga, you better stop. It is too early for that shit. Actually, it's not. It's the perfect time. So, guys, I know y'all witnessed all that shit that went down on yesterday. But for the bitches who didn't, I'm here to give you just a kind of a quick rundown on some of the stuff that I witnessed. It's not really going to be a structured rundown. It may be all over the place. It may get a little rambly at times, but just stick with me, guys. I promise we will have fun. So, the first thing I want to start off on, um, are you getting ready for work? All right. So the first thing I want to start off on is so the day before yesterday, when the whole Jay Wilson thing kind of first started, um, he had made comments and he said that he wasn't bothered, he wasn't worried, and he said that headhunters were calling him. So, even if he did lose that job that he had, he was very convinced that he was a prime commodity in his area and that he would have no problem finding another position because he, according to what I understand he was saying, he was basically saying that he is in high demand. So, we'll see. I saw his live from last night, and he not only did he not seem bothered, he almost seemed glovial or kind of like giving a gloating type of tease. And I can understand why, because he was getting a lot of super chats and he was getting a lot of cash apps. According to him, he was getting a lot of cash apps. But we did actually get to see the super chats flash across the screen, and he did get a decent amount. And also, according to him, he said that he has made about $3,000 in these past 2 or 3 days. So he he does not seem to be bothered at all. $3,000 in 3 days is more than he ever could have gotten at any, clerical position. So I think he has successfully turned his lemons into lemonade. Y'all know Jay Wilson, he's good for turning lemons into lemonade. Five Babe is another one. She's real good for turning lemons into lemonade. So I do applaud him for turning those lemons into lemonade because they was dropping the coin in his draws yesterday. He was up there twerking and popping, and they was show sliding them dollar bills into his draws yesterday. Um, Hey Chipper. Hey Mr. YouTube Streets. You missed everything from yesterday? Well, you missed kind of a lot. Hold on. I'm scrolling through a little few notes and stuff. Okay, so if y'all didn't know, Grown Folks TV, aka ZX, released a recording yesterday. He actually had called up to the place where they believe to be Jay Wilson's job and spoke with a woman and was inquiring about emails that he had sent to this woman, emails, exposing Jay Wilson's activity online. And he was trying to figure out, what was going on with the emails and the information he had sent. Have they made any advancements towards handling the situation? And the woman let him know that Jay Wilson was no longer working at that facility, and that she also spilled the beans that he had been contracted through a temporary agency to work for the hospital. So he works for a temp agency. The temp agency is the one who placed him at the hospital. That's the gist that I got from what the woman was saying. And I just want to say, someone brought up to me the fact that, it is a little troubling that he has, quote unquote, 5 degrees. I don't know if it's 7. Is it quite 7? I thought it was 5. I thought Mona Simone was a bitch with 7 degrees, and y'all just kind of got that mixed up over the years. But anyways, someone brought up to me that, he is allegedly, supposedly has 5 degrees, and he's working at a temp agency. So that was very eyebrow raising once it was brought to my attention, and I sat back and I thought about it. That is something to ponder on. It does say a lot. So let's see what else I put on here too. Oh, it was also so like I said, ZX called his job, well, what we believe to be his job, to verify what was going on with the emails and the information he had sent over. And the lady let him know that Jay Wilson was no longer working with that company. And then after ZX got off the phone with the lady, he then doubled down and threatened Jay Wilson again and told him that if he continues, he is next going to contact the temp agency. That's what ZX said. So, yeah. Good morning, Sarkonos. Hey, Brooklyn Star. Who else is in here? So, yeah, that was what happened with that. Brooklyn Star said, "Delusions of grandeur is Jay Wilson's true and true." Nep said, "Bitch, I got one and I'm not at a temp agency." Chipper says, "Beast of gluttony, swine, Jay Wilson is definitely fired. Health system has already posted a chaplain position needed to be filled." I was telling a family member of mine about this situation that's going on, and when I ended the story, I mentioned to them that the beef sector remains undefeated. Like, you niggas out here combined make like some type of super mecha Mike Tyson. You bitches are undefeated in the beef sector. And I'm not going to give y'all niggas a round of applause because it's nothing that we should be applauding for. But as far as like heavyweights and shit, you niggas are undefeated. But I also do have to give slight credit to the black sector because in my opinion, GX is black sector. He is not beef sector. He is not one of us. So it's like, when you move to another state, just because you moved to another state don't mean that you from there. No, nigga, you from where you was born and raised at. You're just a visitor or a resident here at this point. So he's a resident, he's a visitor, but he ain't from here. Let's see. I saw ZT. ZT came live yesterday for a little bit. I don't know how many of y'all saw that. And he was kind of in a jovial mood. I guess I would consider it to be a somber jovial mood because he let us know that he had a death in the family. I'm not going to tell y'all who died and the situation and all that shit. I'm just going to let y'all know he had a recent death in the family. He seems to be doing okay with it. He doesn't seem to be too down and out about it. And, I'm just keeping him in my thoughts because I know how that is. So if y'all want to know what was going on with ZT in his live, that's really all that I got from his live yesterday. Duchess was in his chat, and him and Duchess did do a cute little bit of back and forth. I didn't stay for ZT's whole live because y'all know how he kind of get throwed off and shit. So that's all I seen over there. Hey, 2300 Jackson. Roger Davis. Hey, Roger Davis. I'll be sharing your Bad Boys Club videos on LSA. I hope you don't mind. No, I do not mind at all. I actually appreciate it. I'm trying to get them watch hours up over there. So And if you weren't aware, Roger Davis, I post they're all unlisted, but I post all of the links on my community tab over there on that page. And I post all the links on my Thotiana page. And I also have playlists over there on that Petty Princess page. So if you want to post all that, just go ahead. And thank you so much, Roger Davis. And Roger Davis, nigga, you was on the list today too. We're gonna talk about that shit that went down with you and that crazy eye crust bitch. Matter of fact, while you in here, we finna skip on to that shit because that shit was nuts. So last night, guys, I don't know if y'all saw it, but for God, let me think about it because I haven't got to my notes, so this is gonna have to be off the top of my head. So whose page was it on? It was on... Shit, I can't remember whose page it was on right now, but last night, Roger Davis and iBabe got the fuck into it. It was mostly iBabe screaming and hollering and acting like a crazy fucking psychopath. So she exposed that Roger Davis was Pray Tell over there on LSA. And she also was saying that I can't remember if he was claiming that she was stalking him or he was stalking her. No, he said that she was stalking him, and she said, iBabe said, that's a lie. I'm not stalking you because you're not a content creator and I have no reason or no purpose or no benefits of stalking you. It was absolutely nuts. And then Roger says that he didn't know the bitch was crazy until March of this year. And iBabe busts out and says, nigga, you knew I was crazy. Everybody knew I was crazy because y'all saw me over there sucking and swallowing and fellatiating on those pistols. When that bitch said that shit, I fell out my recliner hole. I was on the ground. This bitch has literally lost her mind to the point to where she is copying to her sucking and swallowing and fellatiating practices over there on those pistols. And then it was still people in the chat who I guess they never heard that she sucks off pistols. They didn't know that she has such a close relationship, like pistols spit bullets like dick spit sperm. They didn't know she had that type of relationship with her gun. So they were thoroughly shocked in the chat. And I'm like, where the fuck y'all been at? Because everybody who's been paying attention knows that bitch sucks and swallows on pistols. Now, I just want to ask you one question, Roger. Did you know that she was sucking and swallowing on pistols previously in her YouTube career? Did you know, Roger? And if you didn't know, how could you have missed it? Because I've talked about it before. I've made videos about it before. Other people have talked about it before and made videos about it before. Jason posts the shit ad nauseum over there on his page. That is one of the main reasons why they went to court, because she was flashing pistols in the screen. So I just would like to know from you, Roger Davis. Did you miss that shit? Were you unaware, or did you just kind of sweep it under the rug? You thought that, it was an act? Mr. YouTube Street said, yeah, that heifer struck my page for posting that shit last year. The bitch ain't striking me. I got this shit posted everywhere on all kind of pages. Good luck finding it, bitch. It's out there. It's out there. And if you flag me, bitch, I'm going to put it back up again. I'm going to do it again. Bop, bop, bop. Good morning, Ben C. Thank you for stopping in. Roger says, I thought it was a joke. I gave her the benefit of the doubt. No, it wasn't no joke, Roger. That bitch literally let the tip of the pistol touch that little dangly thing in the back of her throat. That bitch was over there getting with the pistol, okay? I don't know if the motherfucker was loaded or not, but crazy as the bitch is, I would imagine the shit was loaded. And not only that, she was laid up in her bed, cuddled up with like several of them like they were her man. It was the craziest shit. It was the craziest shit. Real psycho bitch shit. Yes, Ben C, I understand pistols need love too, but they need love in the terms of like cleaning and oiling and maintaining. I don't think they need love in the terms of being sucked off on a regular basis. And won't that rust your barrel? You know that bitch is breathing hot fire out of her fucking mouth. You seen what her mouth is made up like. Ain't nothing sweet coming up out of that bitch. So wouldn't that shit rust the barrel? Isn't that kind of defeating the purpose of, safety? If you try to shoot that motherfucker in the barrel so rusted over from your hot ass saliva that the bullet can't even exit the chamber. I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I'm wrong in this situation, but I don't fucking think so. I have an inkling, a small inkling that I might be right. I might be spot on. But whatever. We're going to move along. And thank you again for sharing those lives, Roger Davis. I appreciate it. Also, Jay Wilson has been reporting on Roger Davis say, wait a minute. Roger Davis say, I can't believe she got off on those charges. Roger, I'm not quite sure she got off. Now, I don't watch all of Jason's shit because I'm not subscribed over there, but I do kind of check in sometimes to see what's going on. And from what I can remember, now, once again, like I said, I've not watched everything, but from what I understand, that bitch didn't get off from nothing. She had to sign some shit, some waivers and stuff. She had to give up her weapons for like 3 years. That bitch got a couple of years of probation from that shit. So if that's getting off, I guess. But to me, like, y'all don't realize how much I have an affinity for guns and weapons and things like that. Like, I love my guns. And for me, that is detrimental. I am one of those bitches, like, you will get my gun from my cold, dead fucking hand. So for me to hear her that she had to turn in her guns, bitch, that shit was detrimental to me. Almost put tears in my motherfucking eyes, because never will I. But then again, never will I be out here playing them crackhead stunts with my weapons either. So I don't think she got off on them charges. I'm a cold, dead hands type of Charlton Heston ass bitch over here. I don't play that motherfucking shit. I wholeheartedly believe in my Second Amendment right. That is my motherfucking favorite one in the Constitution. Freedom of speech, yeah. All that shit falls to the wayside when you got the Second Amendment right. That's the only one that really matters. And I tell my preppers all the time, in time of need, if you're scared about things that are happening in the future, you're not really sure, you don't have the money or the space to be prepping a bunch of food and supplies and shit, the cheapest thing you can do is buy guns and bullets. Because when the end of the world comes, money and gold really don't mean a fuck. Guns and bullets will do all the talking. You can barter and trade with guns and bullets, or you can make it do what it do for guns and bullets, but you will. Oh, you will survive. So that's the cheapest way to prep, is just guns and bullets, in my opinion. Ben C is another one. He said, try to take my weapons. That'll be fun. And I concur with that shit, Ben C. Okay, we're moving on. We're getting away from this crazy gun talk. We also had a discussion yesterday in the background about, which region is really running the sector these days. And I would have to say it's probably a battle between the Florida bitches and the Mississippi bitches. Them two little groups are really vying for control of the sector. Deanna really did give Mississippi a bump up in the race with this latest shenanigans that she put upon Pass's back. But previously, them Florida hoes was running the sector between Dovey and Kimmy and Passa and Pizarro. Like, them Florida hoes had it on lock for a little minute. But I think Mississippi, I think that Delta region is starting to creep up and give that first place, give them Florida hoes a run for their money. The Mississippi bitches ain't going. So that was a cute little conversation that I had with some of my people. Y'all can ponder on that if you like. What region do y'all think is the most, what word do I want to use? The most influential out here in the beef sector. Now, View says she is DMV, and I'll give it to the DMV also. The DMV definitely had their time in the sun. Y'all had a long time in the sun with the DMV. The DMV was popping all last year and into the beginning of this year. DMV had this shit popping. They definitely did. But now it's time for the DMV to take a little breather, and other bitches has stepped up to the batting plate. View said we tied now. So since y'all tied now, I'm gonna have to give the crown to the Florida bitches. Like, even though, like I said, Mississippi right close up on y'all heels now. Good morning, Stephanie D. Hey, Triple L. I don't know if I spoke to you or not. Hey, Lynn T. Oh, thank you for thumbs up in the video view. And thank you for all 11 of y'all who thumbs up the video without having to be threatened or told. I appreciate y'all the most. I appreciate you other bitches too, but I really appreciate my early thumbs uppers. Let's see. Ooh, thank me later said Deanna snatched all the Florida edges when she cursed out on site April. Oh, we are getting to that. Thank me later. Baby, it was Mississippi versus Florida in real life last night, and Mississippi took the crown, bitch. I got to get that crown to Mississippi from last night, bitch. I'm telling you. It definitely ain't Texas. That's what Chipper said. Chipper said it ain't Texas. So technically, I would not put Jay Wilson in the Texas pile because he, Florida Red. How dare I put Florida Red in the Texas pal? Oh, no, nigga. You was Florida pal. When that nigga called himself Florida Red, bitch, I hollered for 5 minutes straight. Ooh, Jay Wilson. Oh, he was on a roll, baby. Now, that roll got his ass pop, but he was on a roll. And I appreciate it. And I hope if it is true that his position was compromised and he's no longer with that hospital and he's no longer working through that temp agency, I hope he puts all his videos back up. I really do. I hope he puts all his videos back up. Have a good day, Ben. Thank you for stopping in. Yes, view straight up Florida. Triple L said Texas for the win. They got everybody in Texas. LOL. How is Texas for the win, Triple L? Texas ain't running shit over here. Texas ain't running shit over there. Texas mascot is Tracy. That says a lot. What the fuck? How you got a fucking molting, balding possum as your mascot? And y'all think y'all running something. Texas for the win. Nigga, who, where, how? Get on with that. Texas do need to comb their hair. Every time I hear Florida Red, I cringe. If I imagine Jay Wilson young and as sassy as he is, nobody called him Florida Red, child. Girl, when he called himself Florida Red, bitch, I squall, Brooklyn Star. So I have to condition my mind to for forever and from now on to call him Florida Red. Like I call Rico Mahogany. Nigga, you was for now and forever Florida Red. And he was so giving Florida Red that night, baby. That nigga was not playing with the girls. Lynn T said, when you said that, I heard a howling mutt in my head. Lynn T. Oh my God. That's why I be over here so giggly all the time, because when I say shit, I can actually see the scenario playing out in my head, and it just makes it even fucking funnier. Like, I am when I was a kid, I used to daydream all the time. And now as an adult, I don't daydream so much, but I get these flashes of like real life movies of shit that I think about and say out of my mouth. And it just makes the shit that more hilarious to me. All right, let's see. We talked a little bit about how James Caldwell ass been real quiet. But then we also talked about how we seen, let me think. So yesterday, Nika had a live. And during Nika's live, Deirdre was up there and Custard also got up there. Deirdre and Custard was going at it, and Custard pulled out a fucking pistol on Nika's live, aiming it in the camera. Nika had to shut her live down and private it because she knows that motherfuckers are gunning for her channel, people like Kimmy and them, and she didn't want to get flagged and have her shit down for another 7 or 10 days or whatever. So when that situation happened, hold on, let me think. When that situation happened, um, who else was live? Somebody else was live. Fuck. Let me see. Hold on, I'm looking through my notes to see what happened. Hold on, hold on. I gotta scroll through a lot of shit. Let me see if I can just search for it. Oh, okay, that's what it was. So Nika was live yesterday during that first live where she had to delete it because of Custer pulling the pistol out. Well, Nika was going at Jay Wilson because Nika was over on her channel and she was like kind of slick taking up for Jay Wilson, saying how she thought it was wrong for people to be calling other folks jobs and stuff. And I don't know if, I'm not sure if a troll ran back wrong information to Jay Wilson or if Jay Wilson was listening in over on Nika and he heard something he didn't like. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but Jay Wilson started going in on Nika. Nika got word of it and she started dragging Jay Wilson. So Nika's over on her page with Deirdre and a few others, and they are dragging Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson's over on his page with a lot of awkward silence and pauses because he's obviously got his earbud in, listening to Nika and them drag his ass, and he's making little dry ass responses here and there. So that's what's going on, right? So all of a sudden, I see James drop down in Jay Wilson's chat. Now, at this point, when I seen James drop down, I disregarded it. It don't mean nothing. James be over there all the time. At that point, I did not know that Nika was live over there dragging Jay Wilson. I'm trying to figure out, why is Jay Wilson's live so dry? Why is all this fucking silence going on? What the fuck is he doing? I make 2 and 2 click. I figure out he's listening to somebody. I'm start scrolling through. I see Nika's live. 2 and 2 gets put together. I know he's listening to Nika and them drag his ass. So while Nika and them are dragging Jay Wilson's ass, James comes over and speaks in the chat. A couple of people speak to him. That's all he did. That's all he did was just say, "Hey, Jay Wilson, how you doing?" A couple people spoke. He could have spoke to them back. I'm not sure. I was back and forth at that time. But someone pointed out to me how interesting it was that in the midst of Jay Wilson and Nika dragging each other, James just happens to pop up in Jay Wilson's chat. I went over to Nika's chat to try to scroll to see if he had been in there. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but YouTube has fucked up the chat. We don't have timestamps next to names anymore. So you don't know what time, who typed what. And also they've kind of cut it off to where you can't scroll up as far as you used to when you just come into the video. So with all that being said, I scrolled as far as I could in Nika's video. I didn't see James in there at all. But I didn't go back and check the whole chat. And the video is gone now, along with the fucking chat, so I can't check. Thanks a lot, Custard, with your bitch ass. But anyways, it was just brought to my attention, and it was very interesting that during a battle of of Jay Wilson and Nika, James happens to pop in Jay Wilson's chat. And y'all know he is not above that type of shade because he did the same shit to Sean Bradley when Sean Bradley was battling with Susie. I remember seeing James over there in Susie's chat and was like, what the fuck is this? That's when a lot of us who were not privy to that background shit they had going on, that's when a lot of us knew that it was some shit in the buttermilk over there with James and Sean, is when we started seeing James popping the fuck up in Susie's chat. Like, what the fuck is that? That nigga sends, exactly, Lenti, that nigga sends messages, and you bitches better pay attention and listen or look, because this is the same type of shit he did to Sean, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I may be wrong. I may be reaching. I don't know. We're going to watch and look and listen. I did see Nika go back live with Catherine, and Nika is a pitiful fucking bit. You are so pitiful. But I guess it's okay because the region that you live in is full of pitiful bitches. Like, you bitches are dime a dozen down there. So I guess you blend in very quite nicely. But the fact that not only the Catherine thing was nothing to me. The fact that she had Custard back up there on her panel after the shit he pulled, after she had to pull her video down, I guess he gave her some type of bull. He said he made it right in the background. So I guess he apologized on some bullshit. I guess he might have cashed after on some bullshit, but whatever. She allowed that motherfucker back up on her channel after he pulled that shit, and did not apologize to her in public. I don't give a fuck what you did in the background. You did that shit to her in public. The apology needs to be public. But if she likes it, I love it. If she likes continuing to get her ass whooped on a daily basis, bitch, you don't think they love you unless they beating you type of shit. You like it, I love it, bitch. But it would never fucking be me. Never. And I just chalk it up to where she's from, the region of it all. Because, like I said, them bitches down there real sorry, real henpecked, will put up with goddamn near anything. Look at Dovey. Didn't her son come in there and rob her and whoop her ass and rip her fucking clothes off naked? And don't the motherfucker and his girlfriend still live with her? Didn't she put up bail money for him? Mm-hmm. Sorry ass bitches. Oh, when I seen Custard up on her channel, oh, bitch, I was done. Done. I was done, bitch. I'm like, what the fuck is this? How fucking dare you, Nika? How dare you? That's why people walk all over you, bitch, because you allow it. You put yourself out there as a fucking floor mat and then expect for somebody to respect a fucking floor mat? Fee said, not me. I don't know what part of Louisiana she from. I don't fucking know either. But it makes me question the whole region. Because what the fuck is that? Like, you would think that being from down there, like the bottoms, you would think being from the bottoms would make you one of the strongest bitches out here. You would think being from the bottoms would give you a back the size of fucking Incredible Hulk, but apparently not. All right. Also, Jay Wilson's live yesterday. Rico went live while Jay Wilson was live, and Rico cussed Jay Wilson the fuck out, called him all kind of fake bitches and shit. Rico wasn't done though. After Rico's live, well, he didn't really cuss Jay Wilson out. He kind of cussed Nika and them out more so, called them a bunch of fake bitches, and he did tie Jay Wilson up in there. He was really. Rico was really on it yesterday. He had a good message yesterday, and he was just calling out the fakeness and the atrocities of them motherfuckers yesterday. But he wasn't done after he got off his live. Oh, no, he wasn't done. He came, dropped in Jay Wilson's chat, and was talking big shit to the point where Jay Wilson thought that it was a troll and blocked Rico. But in my opinion, he knew that wasn't a troll. He knew it wasn't a troll, but he just wanted a reason to block Rico because Rico was going the fuck in that chat. And then Rico popped up again with another one of his pages because y'all know the motherfucking Bartenders Club got several pages on you bitches. Y'all can't stop his shine. So he came back with another page and continued to give Jay Wilson the blues. Jay Wilson blocked the nigga again. And then Rico went live for a second time from the train station and cussed that nigga out. It was about a 7 to 8 minute cuss out. Real good, real thorough, real quick. Deontay wasn't going. He made his voice heard. Also, I did see people talking about Rico and Armand and Milan. So I heard people talking about it, but I wasn't really quite sure of the context. So if you niggas don't know, Rico actually got into it with Milan Christian. What is it, Milan Christian? Christian Milan? One of them, the nigga from the Bad Boys Club, actually got into it with him on Armand Wiggins' platform. So Armand was interviewing Milan, and at the end of the interview, Armand allowed people to come up and hit the link and express their opinions. And Rico popped up over there and gave Milan a piece of his mind. So after we get off of here, I will post the link to that and the timestamp to that in the chat, in this chat. So those of you who haven't seen it or want to see it, y'all can go over there and see it. It was a cute little kiki. It was a cute little kiki. And the beef sector is worldwide, bitch. I've been said it. Years ago, I said that we was worldwide, and we remain undefeated and worldwide. Shout out to the beef sector. All right, let me scroll some more and see what else I got over here. I don't know what the hell was going on with Nika and Catherine Powell last night. I don't know what that was all about. But whatever it was, because her second video, Nika came back after this thing with Custard and the Pistol to make a second video. And in the second video, she did get up there with Catherine Powell, but I don't know who Catherine is. I don't give a fuck about Catherine. I don't know what them two bitches got going on. So I skipped past all that shit and got to the point where Custard came back up there. That's the point where I went to. So I don't know what the issue between Nika and Catherine was, but Catherine had her a day in the sun yesterday because whatever the shit with her and Nika must have carried over into Deanna's ears some type of way. And Deanna came live last night, and I have never seen her in this type of rare form. Now y'all know Deanna is good for a nasty piece of strong throat cussing. Like she get the in her voice when she get a bitch. Like that little piece of bass and shit. I don't even call it bass. I call it like the Aretha growl. Like y'all know when Aretha or Beyonce sing and they get that little growl in their voice. Well, y'all know Deanna is good for that shit. Bitch, she put a little twist, a little stank on it that I ain't never heard before. That bitch had me over here shaking in my little boots last night, and I didn't even do nothing wrong. Bitch, I was scared for April, on-site April. I was scared for Catherine. I was scared for Shelly, because all them bitches was on the chopping block down there on Deanna Lane last night. So, like I said, I don't know exactly what happened, but from what I could decipher, what I could put together. Hold on, let me get to my little notes. From what I could put together. Hold on. So I guess that Shelly and Catherine were somewhere. I don't know exactly where they were. I did see Shelly on Jay Wilson's last night, but I didn't get to finish or hear everything she said. And I did not see Catherine on Jay Wilson last night, but like I said, I didn't get to finish his video, so I'm not sure if Catherine was up there. But Deanna came across somewhere Shelly and Catherine talking shit about her. And from what Deanna said, I'm guessing that the shit that Shelly and Catherine was talking had something to do with people calling Deanna a fall girl or a do girl for releasing the information on Jay Wilson. So once again, from what I gather, I'm not sure because I didn't see everything. I couldn't figure out where some of this stuff happened at. But from what I gather, I'm guessing that maybe Shelly and Catherine said something about possibly Deanna being a do girl or a fall girl or taking the bait and exposing shit and running with it. I don't know. Whatever it was, it set Deanna completely the fuck off. She came on her stream already on 10. And On-site April dropped down to her chat and just spoke like she regularly does. Y'all know April is a moderator over there on Deanna. And once Deanna saw April in the chat, that was a perfect opportunity for her to tell April to go get that bitch Shelly right now. Deanna said because she knows that April and Shelly are cool, it should have been no problem for her to tell April to go get that bitch because I need to talk to her ass right now. Y'all know how these niggas love to summon each other out here. That's some crazy shit in itself. Don't be fucking summoning me, but whatever. These niggas do it. They like it. I love it. I don't go for it, but if that's what they do, that's what they do. So Deanna was summoning Shelly through April, but the way she was doing it, baby. It was not in a very nice tone. It was very much, go get that bitch right now. And I was like, woo. Like when she first started summoning her, I was like, well, why is she mad at April? It did make me feel that she was mad at April. And I'm guessing April kind of felt that way too, because April kept typing in the chat, like, what is going on? What did I do? I just woke up. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything. The way she was talking, I guess it made April feel like she was angry with her, not just angry at the Shelly situation, and it kind of, the anger kind of carrying over into the entire conversation. Because y'all know sometimes when you mad at one person, it can seem like you're mad at the world. So it was a little bit of confusion right there with that part. April thought that Deanna was, you know, a little angry with her for something. And April was like, I just woke up. I didn't even do anything. What's going on? And then Deanna kept telling her to go get Shelly. And April's like, you know, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to get in the middle of y'all's shit. You know, I'm cool with both of y'all. I'm not trying to be in the middle of this shit. So she was kind of hesitating about going to get Shelly. You know, kind of pussyfooting around. Deanna kept asking her, so did you go get the bitch yet or not? And then Deanna started to get pissed off because she felt that April was playing in her face by asking her the same questions over and over and not going to get Shelly at her request. So Deanna ends up blocking on-site April out of her chat. She goes off on this rant about bitches playing in her face and bitches be too old to not understand what the fuck is going on and block April out of her chat. Deanna then eventually drops like a link and April ends up hitting the link and they get up there and they have a conversation. It seems like things are gonna, you know, kind of be smoothed out, but Deanna ain't really going for this shit that April is kicking, and she is still upset that April didn't go get that bitch to her request, and that April kept asking her crazy dumb shit in the chat, and I guess kind of like try to deflect on the reason why you're not going to get this bitch. It was a whole mess. It was terrible. It was almost like watching Freddy Krueger. Y'all know I love Freddy Krueger. That motherfucker scares me to this day. I was over here with my little heart palpitating like I was watching Freddy Krueger, bitch. I was scared for April because Deanna wasn't going. So they kind of, I don't want to say that they smoothed out everything. Deanna ended up telling April that, you know, they'll talk about it later in the background and get kind of down to the depths of the shit. And then April, at the end, April says, well, you know, just go ahead and unblock me. You can keep the wrench. I ain't worried about the wrench. Just unblock me because I want to cuss these trolls out in the chat. And April and Deanna told April something like, Heifer, I got another chat over there that you ain't blocked in. Bye. And I was like, oh. So That shit went down last night, and it was crazy because, like, literally, April didn't have anything to do with it, but she was playing in Deanna's face a little bit. I do have to say she was playing in Deanna's face a little bit. So last night, that was the last fucking thing I seen before I decided that I was done with you niggas for the night. And like I said, in that little iteration, Mississippi versus Florida, Mississippi came out with the crown because Deanna was not going. Oh, I lie. After that, I did watch Sean Bradley's video. Sean Bradley came live right after that, and he broke down the situation only he could. And Sean Bradley has a little bit of information about that situation that everybody may not know. So for my bitches who really follow me closely and kind of watch my community tab, y'all remember about a month ago, I saw somebody in Truth Enterprise chat, and that person said something along the lines of April is the one who told the information about Deanna's husband having these outside kids. I had never heard that before. So I circled that shit and I called the person a liar and I posted that shit up on my community tab. Well, come to find out, bitch, I was wrong. A bunch of bitches from Club Chat and Sean Bradley himself dropped down under that post and told me, no, bitch, you're wrong. Um, April definitely was the one who said that shit because Shelly played it during her Dirty Laundry series. Remember when Shelly was playing the Dirty Laundry? Yeah, well, she played audio allegedly of April saying that Deanna's husband had all kind of outside kids. Now, I never heard the Dirty Laundry. I tried to listen to the first couple of videos, but the audio was so fucked up, I couldn't really hear anything Susie was saying. That was the only reason I was over there, because I wanted to hear what was going on with Susie. I couldn't even really hear anything Susie was saying, even though S. Hutchinson's audio was a little bit better since it was her phone. And since I couldn't hear what Susie was saying, it made no really sense for me to stay over there and listen to any of them. So I stopped listening to the Dirty Laundry. So I didn't know about this April and Shelly and Deanna thing. It was new to me. Club Chat put me up on game. I apologized to that lady who I called a liar, and I took that post down. So now, like a month later, we're revisiting the thing again, and Sean Bradley made some really good observations around that situation, connecting to this new situation. So if y'all haven't seen Sean's video, go on over there and watch it. It will give you a little bit more insight onto what is going on. Let me see. This morning I was over in King Roman's. Y'all know King Roman be doing like real life news in the morning and stuff. And usually I don't like people in the sector who do like outside commentary, but I like King Roman's shit. I don't know if it's because when I first wake up I'm just in a different mood or what, but I like his little news stories and stuff that he does in the morning. So I was over there in his bushes this morning and I seen Rita had dropped down. So we have a spotting of Rita. I seen her over there in King Roman. And I was over there in Food Junkies bushes last night trying to decipher what the fuck he was talking about. That shit gave me a headache. I only got through about 10 minutes of that shit before I just couldn't do it anymore. But while I was over there on Food Junkie, I did see Rick Reed was in the chat. So they still out here. They haven't completely abandoned us. I told y'all niggas, this shit is Hotel California. You can check out, but you'll never fucking leave. I think that's it. View says she got a beef with me. She gonna need me to add to this more often to my channel. She said Rita's still around. She chatted with me in a live. Okay, all right now, because y'all know I be kind of watching these chats a little closely to see who's what and what's going on. And I haven't seen this person in a while. Speaking of, hey Donna Hughes, how are you? And I'm sorry if I missed anybody else popping in here. I was running my mouth a million miles a minute and I had my eyes kind of closed because y'all know I cannot read and talk at the same time, bitch. I get hella distracted and then my thought is just gone out of my head. So I think, yep, that is it. That is it. And like I said, the last thing that I saw as far as these notes were concerned was Jay Wilson's last live. And like I said, he was in a jovial spirit. He seemed really unbothered, like seriously unbothered. He was getting them super chats right along. Shit, he seemed like he was good to go. And y'all know, even if it is true, even if he did lose his job, Jay Wilson will be just fine. Jay Wilson knows how to hustle that Uber, Airbnb, and YouTube like no other. And if there's a will, there's a way, and Jay Wilson gonna make it do what it do. So, I'm one of them people. I'm not praying for him. I'm not scared for him. I know that nigga gonna be just fine because, he's been here before. If it is true that he lost his job. So I don't even want to say he lost his job because it's a temp agency and he's still working for the temp agency and they could have placed him the next day. So he's no longer at that facility. I'll just say that. Because if y'all know anything about temp agencies will keep you employed. Wasn't Rico working for a temp agency? And they kept him, with calls and different things. So with that being said, guys, I think that is it. I'm just scrounging for anything else because every time I click off a live, like 5 minutes after, I'll be thinking of hella shit that I didn't say or I forgot to say, and it pisses me off, and I want to come right back live again, but then that looks so fucking thirsty. Woo! All right, Lady Linda, thank you for stopping in. I haven't seen you before. Thank you if you are a new subscriber. All right, guys. I think we are out of here for the day. If I missed anything, now is the time to put it in the chat or forever hold your peace because, bitch, we finna be gone. Y'all know we don't do this shit all day. Y'all know we don't do this shit all day. And y'all are really getting a little treat getting me 2 days back to back. But it was a lot going on yesterday. I didn't watch any TV at all yesterday. You niggas had me thoroughly entertained and inundated. So I decided that I would come on here and run my mouth a little bit for the bitches who didn't get a chance to see everything yesterday. All right, thank you, View. I try to break it down as quick as possible, and I don't like a bunch of unnecessary words. Like, that's one thing that really irks me about a lot of you niggas recently is y'all use a lot of unnecessary words just to get to a simple fucking point, and it's not. Like, I understand some people try to stretch the shit out for watch hours and shit, but goddamn, it doesn't work because a bitch like me, I'll catch you on the replay and double speed your shit, and you still get less watch hours because I've watched your shit in half the time where I'm supposed to watch it. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. It's niggas coming live, and I got to go be nosy. Everybody have a good day. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you for the 34 people who decided to thumbs up the video, and thank you to the rest of you lazy bitches who decided not to. And with that being said, y'all, I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Everybody have a great day, and be careful out there. It is still Doxing City out here. Keep all your information real close to your chest, bitch. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.